Good morning to one and all. This topic related to the benefits of design thinking. In that benefits of design thinking, which problems can design thinking helps us to solve? Okay, which problems can design thinking help us to solve? Listen carefully. This topic. Okay, one of the first question the peoples ask me when hearing about design thinking is, what is design thinking best used for? Design thinking is nothing but it is a process, a creative, a problem solving. It is nothing but we want to one step you can done at a product or a project. First of all, if we have to think once, and then if we have to design the product particularly in a pattern way. Okay, this is nothing but the concept of design thinking. Design thinking is suited to addressing a very huge or wide range of challenges, and it is best used for bringing about the innovation thoughts. For example, new ideas, bringing about a new ideas within the following context. These are the problems can design thinking help us to solve. Okay, first one we have to learn about, that is nothing but redefining value. What exactly redefining value, in the sense what is meant by redefining value? These are the wide range of challenges, and it is best used for bringing about innovation thoughts within the following context. Each and everyone, listen carefully. Redefining value helps companies okay, so to measure and manage some risks. Okay, and we want to gain competitive advantage and seize new opportunities by undertaking that environmental and social and governance information. We want to help some companies, we want to measure and manage those risks. Okay, this is the concept of redefining value. Coming to the second one, that is nothing but human centered innovation. The name exactly says human centered innovation. In the sense, it is a management method. What it is, a management method that develops solutions to that particular problems by involving the human perspective and people in all steps of the problem solving process. I really love this strategy, this method, because it really drives creativity and innovation that makes a difference. Okay, what is what exactly? Nothing human centered innovation, in the sense it is a management method what that develops a solution to that a particular problem. Here, by involving the human perspective and people in all steps of the problem solving process, this strategy is very interesting. This method, why this? Because it really drives a creativity and innovation, in the sense new thoughts that makes a difference about that particular person to person. Okay, this is nothing but the concept of human centered innovation. Now we can study about the third one, that is nothing but quality of life. Exactly, I say in previous video also, quality of life, it is nothing but it is general well-being of individuals and societies. Okay, it is nothing but the standard of health, comfort and happiness experienced by an individual or some group of members. What exactly I meant to say, in the sense it is an outlining a negative and positive features of a life. What it consists of some expectations of an individual or a society for a good life. It is nothing but the quality of life. Particularly, we are these expectations are guided by the values and goals and socio-cultural context in which an individual lives. It's the concept of involve quality of life. And coming to the fourth one, that is nothing but problems affecting diverse groups of people. What exactly, here we can see the seven biggest diversity issues in the workplace. What exactly the problems affecting here, in the sense acceptance and respect also we have to give there. A fundamental value that contribute to a successfully diversified workplace is a respect among workers and as well as employees. So we can learn about here accommodation of beliefs, okay, and then ethnic and cultural differences, and we can see about the gender equality, and we can learn about the physical and mental disabilities. These are the diverse groups of particular peoples, the problems affecting like and coming to the language and communication. These are the seven biggest diversity issues in the workplace, as the workers and employees who workplace is respond among that particular workers and as well as employees. These are the problems can also affecting diverse groups of peoples. This problem can design thinking help us to solve. Okay, and coming to the fifth one is nothing but involves multiple systems. What it involves exactly, a multiple systems, in the sense what first exactly what the computer can perform multiple calculations at once, in the sense a computer can perform multiple calculations at once. Now we can study about how we can involve a multiple systems at once. Exactly, we have to learn about this, in the sense a processor intended for use with multitasking operating systems may include a special hardware, in the sense we want to securely support multiple tasks, in the sense more than one task at a time we have to done there, such as memory protections. Once again, in more than one processor we can done there. Okay, this is nothing but involve multiple systems. Exactly, okay, what I want to say in the sense, exactly, in computing, multitasking is the concurrent execution of multiple tasks, also known as we can say processes, okay, over a certain period of time. So new tasks can interrupt already started once before they are finished, instead of waiting for them to end. As a result, we can learn about a computer executes some segments of multiple tasks in an interleaved manner. So this is the concept of involves multiple systems. And coming to the sixth one, that is nothing but shifting markets and behaviors. What exactly we are shifting markets and behavior, in the sense, first of all we have to learn about shift framework. What exactly shifting markets and behaviors. Shifting markets and behaviors, in the sense the shift marketing framework is a set of tools. What I meant to say now, the shift marketing framework is a set of tools that practitioners can use to analyze their consumer communication, what that customer communication exactly. Now the framework focuses on the following aspects linked with some consumer choices and social influences, and what the habit formation and individual self respect. And we can learn about some feelings and cognition and the tangibility also. Here we want to learn about shifting markets and behaviors also. This problem can design thinking help us to solve you. And then the next one is nothing but what exactly I want to say, in the sense coping. What I want to say, coping with rapid social or market changes. Listen carefully ma, otherwise you can't able to understand what I am saying this exactly. Okay, now we have studied about coping with social change, in the sense here is what I think is the most important and interesting topic this material from this people are benefiting from the status of reaction most negatively to social change. So they are the most reluctant to that particular change. So some of these peoples will act out against the change as a way to resist it. Okay, so what happens here in the sense, need society or a culture or groups to provide what the support for social change. What exactly I want to say in the sense, coping with the rapid social or market changes exactly include this need for society or culture or groups, what they provide support for social change in the sense, first of all they need models to follow, for example national leaders and community leaders and religious leaders. And then if you have to learn about some laws that support the change, for example corporation corruption and environmental protections. And then coming to the education also, people need to understand what the change is about and why it is happening. We may need reskilling, for example tobacco farmers. And then in one more two options is there, institutional norms, in the sense institutional norms and expectations that support the change for harassments ma. Okay, and one more we can learn about need society to provide support for social change. Existing institutions, it need to support some changes ma, like religions and family and work. For example paternity leaves also. Okay, this is nothing but what I meant to say in the sense, this is nothing but coping with rapid social or market changes. Now coming the topic of issues relating to corporate culture. What you have to see man now, issues, what are the issues related to corporate culture. Now we can learn about what are the issues. Now we can see now ma, issues. Issues in the sense you have to learn about the particular issues ma. Here listen the particular issues, what exactly we have done there in the sense, to corporate cultures, some issues may occur relating to the particular cultures. Okay, and now we can see about what is reinventing the business models. Oma, what next one, the 10th one is nothing but reinventing business models. In the sense, what I meant to say, reinvent your business model, how to seize in the sense, successful companies already operate according to the business model that can be broken down into four elements ma'am. What in the sense, a customer value a proposition that fulfills ma'am an important job for the particular customer in a better way than competitors. We offering do a profit formula also that lays out how the company makes money, and we are delivering the particular value. It is nothing but we want to, how we want to create some intelligent workflows for your enterprises. Okay, this is nothing but we want to reinventing your business model. Like successful companies already operate according to a business model that can be broken down into a four elements like customer value and propositions, and setting some profit formulas that lays out how the company makes money. We are delivering the particular value. This is the concept of reinventing a business model. And then coming to the exact addressing, what we have to learn that addressing rapid changes in society. In coming to the society, we have seen the rapid changes ma. What changes we have seen now, the rapid changes exactly we have seen in society. The rapid changes in society will be addressed, what that exactly. And then coming to this complex unsolved societal challenges. In the sense, what exactly I want to say in the sense, the main strategy of complex unsolved societal challenges. In the sense, coming to the my point of strategy, we are analyzing the social problems, disseminating information on remedial strategies, and we can see disseminating information on world problems, and we are updating programs against social problems, and we can see addressing new social problems, and we can learn about acknowledging social problems, and we are seeing about funding research on social problems, and again we have learned about addressing problems of social marginalization. These are the main strategies of complex unsolved societal challenges. These are the problems including disseminating, and we are updating some programs, and we are addressing some new social programs, and we get acknowledging social problems, and we have seen funding research on social problems, and finally addressing problems of social marginalization. With these above social and cultural support, this is what happens in a sense, particularly when social change is forced on a society quickly. Okay, this is the concept of a complex unsolved societal challenges. Now we can learn about the last one, what we have, the 13th one. We can see about scenarios. What we have to see in Mano scenarios, what scenario involving multidisciplinary teams exactly, in the sense, what I mean to say in the sense exactly, we have learned about that exactly scenarios involving what that exactly, in the sense, in a multidisciplinary team based learning, what here we want to multidisciplinary teams, multidisciplinary team is exactly what, in the sense, this is multidisciplinary a team or the mechanism for organizing and coordinating the health and care services to meet the needs of individuals with complex care needs. So the teams bring together the expertise and what are the skills of different professionals to assess, and we want to plan and manage care jointly. What I mean to say in the sense, the multidisciplinary teams, in the sense, this is the mechanism for organizing and coordinating health and care services to meet the needs of individuals with complex care needs. Okay, this is the concept of multidisciplinary teams. What the scenario involve, in the scenario, some structure, some based structure, how that structure you have to learn about that scenarios. We have seen the further scenario involving there. Okay, and then coming to the 14th one is nothing but entrepreneurial initiatives. What we have to learn there, entrepreneurships, in the sense we have to learn their listen carefully. Okay, what does what I exactly say, entrepreneurial initiatives, in the sense, we have to think about this enterprises, sense of initiative, and entrepreneurship refers to an individual's ability, what it refers to, an individual's ability to turn ideas into actions. Whatever idea you get in your mind, that individual ability to turn ideas into a particular action. What it involves creativity and innovation and risk taking, as well as we can see the ability, we want to plan and manage some projects in order to achieve the main key objectives. Okay, this is the concept of what I meant to say, in the sense, nothing but entrepreneurial initiatives. First of all, we need to sense of initiative and entrepreneurship refers to an individual's ability to turn ideas into a particular action. It involves creativity. You can get some new ideas about that risk taking, as well as the ability to we want to plan and manage some particular projects in order to achieve some objectives. It is nothing but what we want to say, entrepreneurial initiatives. And coming to the 15th one, that is nothing but educational advances. What we have to learn this educational advances. In coming to the point of educational educational department of that, listen carefully. Okay, now I can explain you educational advances. Okay. Here we seen many which problems can design thinking solves used to solve. These are the problems. Okay, and now coming to the educational, the name says exactly educational advances. What advances we choose? Some educational advances in the sense, during the last decades, the world of education has been swept by a series of philosophical and technological developments. What exactly I meant to say in the sense, the educational advances and trends for sustainable development, a research project that one it is ongoing. Okay, so on educational innovation, during the last decades, the world of education has been swept by a series of philosophical and technological developments whose promise can no longer be this one. Educational advances bring out the students involve the problem design thinking can use it to solve this. Okay, we have to learn about this during the past decades. Okay, what I exactly saying in the sense, educational advances in the sense, one of these which emerging from the learning psychologist laboratories and has already given birth to a new industry, is programmed some instructions. More popularity, we have to thought about teaching by mission, but oftenly available okay, so this is the concept of educational advances. During the last decades, in previous past years, the world of education has been swept by a series of philosophical and technological developments whose promise can no longer be ignored. This is the concept of educational advances. Now we have to learn about medical breakthroughs. What medical breakthroughs, if you have to learn about medical breakthroughs, biggest biggest healthcare breaking through and trends in 2010 previous years. Artificial intelligence is also we have to learn about that. And coming to this, the first the 10 biggest healthcare breakthroughs, coming to the point of medical breakthroughs this one I have to tell about in what exactly in a deeper way. We have to learn about that once again. These are the new trends like artificial intelligence okay na. Okay, these are the new trend coming from like artificial intelligence, and we have to take medical breakthrough like machine learning. Okay, machine learning along with huge breakthroughs is the in the medical devices sector. Okay, so it have made the 2010 in previous past year a momentous decade for healthcare. These are some from mind controlled, these are the 10 biggest medical breakthroughs of the decade at that time. Okay, how in the sense the biggest healthcare coming from artificial intelligence and machine learning systems have shaped numerous industries over the past decade, and healthcare is no different. Okay, what I meant to say in the sense, they can be used in the early detection and diagnosis of many diseases, ma, and to recommended treatments to doctors. So many companies are also beginning to implement artificial intelligence into discovering new drugs also even. Okay, this is the concept of medical breakthroughs. And coming to the inspiration is needed. Yes, inspiration is must and should needed. Why? In the sense, inspiration awaken us to new possibilities by allowing us to transcend our ordinary experiences and limitations. So inspiration proposes a person from apathy to possibility and transforms the way we perceive our own capabilities. So inspiration may sometimes be overlooked because of its elusive nature. Okay, so what I mean to say in the sense, inspiration get some new possibilities by allowing us to transcend our ordinary experiences and as well as limitations. And coming to the problems that data can't solve, something problems will be there, the data can't be solved. Why? In the sense, we have to learn there, and we have to learn about now problems that data can't solve. What exactly? In the sense, problems that data can't solve, in the sense, what kind of problems data science can't solve exactly. What I meant to say now, listen carefully. How can I become a data scientist? In the sense, how, in the sense, we can learn about after being this many peoples are introduced by the job purpose. We can group the kinds of problems into two categories: problems that are unsolvable by techniques in data sciences, and problems that we hope to be able to solve, but we currently and say, we can't say cannot. Okay, in the sense, problems where no pattern can be extracted because the data lacks lack, the data lacks to be needed. Okay, this is nothing but unsolvable problems. In the sense, problems that data can't solve, in the sense, unsolvable problems, it's nothing. First of all, we can group the kind of problem into two categories: problems that are unsolvable by techniques in data sciences, and problems that we hope to be able to solve but we currently cannot. Okay, this is the concept of problems that data can't solve. And last one, we have to learn about a holistic approach to challenges. In the sense, a holistic approach to challenges, in the sense, a holistic approach starts when you identify an obstacles, then take a step back to understand the whole situation. Okay, so we are responding to other people can to be tough. So to solve interpersonal problems holistically, start by looking for the root cause of conflict. Okay, this is the concept of a holistic approach to challenges. What is meant by holistic approach? In the sense, to start when you identify an obstacle, and then we want to take a step back to understand the whole situation, and then responding to other people can to be tough. So to solve interpersonal problems holistically, we want to start up by looking for the root cause of conflicts. It is the concept of a holistic approach to challenges. Finally, what I conclude that, in the sense, design thinking is best suited to addressing problems where multiple spheres collide. Okay, and at the intersection of business and society, and well as logic and emotions, and as well as rational and creative, and human needs and economic demands, and between systems and individuals. What I meant to say, in the sense, it is best suited to addressing problems, which problems design thinking can can solve, use it to solve, which problems can design thinking use to solve. In the sense, these are the where the multiple spheres collide at the intersection of business and as well as society, and coming to the logic and emotions, and one more rational and creative, and human needs, whatever the people needs, customer needs, their problems, and they might be insights, and economic demands, and between the systems and individuals. Okay, this is the concept of what I meant to say now, which problems can design thinking help us to solve particularly. Thank you ma, up to now.